Hi guys! Welcome back to Champ's Japanese Kitchen! It's summer here in Japan. Can you hear the cicada? I love this noise. So today we're gonna make Oyakodon, which is made from chicken and egg. Oya means parents, which is chicken. Ko means child, which is egg. And don means rice ball. So chicken, egg, rice ball, Oyakodon! So let's get cooking! Okay guys, before we begin, I want to mention that while I prepare everything in this video, I'm also preparing the rice. It is a rice ball after all. You can see how I prepared the rice without a rice cooker in my gyudon's video, which I will link in the description. But to go over it quickly, wash your rice until the water runs clear, let it sit for 30 minutes in the water, drain it, and add to a saucepan with a ratio of 650 milliliter of water for 480 grams of rice, which is for 3 portions. Bring that up to a boil, turn down the heat, and leave for 10 minutes. And here's my special champ tip for you. Okay, I have another tip for when you cook rice. Before you turn down the heat, turn it to a high heat for about 5 seconds, and then turn down the heat. And wait for another 10 minutes. This helps it steam. Rice done. Nice, nice rice. Anyway, so the first step for our oyakodon is we're going to make a dashi stock for our warishita, which is the broth we're going to use to flavor our chicken. You can use store-bought dashi powder for this like I have in previous videos, but I thought I'd show you how to make a more authentic version at home. First thing we need is kombu. It's kelp in English. This is a type of seaweed that a lot of Japanese cooking uses to add umami flavor, which is sometimes called the fifth hidden taste. We will add this into a saucepan filled with water and let sit for 30 minutes. If you don't have time, you can skip this part. After 30 minutes, we will turn this to a medium heat until it begins to boil. This helps release some of the flavor. Once we see that start to boil, we will take out the kombu and remove any of the foam or scum that appeared on the top of our water. This will prevent our dashi being too bitter. Then we turn up the heat. Next, we're going to add some Katsuo-Bushi. This is Bonito Flakes, and let that boil for 3 minutes on a high heat. Once that's done, we're going to use a sieve and drain our dashi stock. You will want to use something like cheesecloth here to stop any small pieces of katsuo falling into the liquid. And that's our dashi done. That wasn't too hard, right? Next, we're making our warishita, which is the broth that gives our oyakodon its flavor. First up, we will take 50 milliliter of our freshly made dashi, 4 teaspoons of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of cooking sake, 1 teaspoon of sweet cooking sake, that's mirin, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. We will give that a whisk together and let's set that aside for now. Now, it's time to prepare the oya for our oyakodon, our chicken. This recipe we'll be using chicken breast because it's healthier. First, let's take off the skin and remove any other fatty parts from the chicken. Now, let's slice our chicken into bite-sized chunks around 1 centimeter thick. After this, we will add the chicken to our warishita broth from before, and we will leave that to sit for 20 to 30 minutes. While we're waiting for our chicken to marinate, let's prepare our vegetables. Take half an onion and let's cut that into thin slices. Make sure to break them apart so they cook evenly. Next, we also want to cut around half a green onion into thin strips. An easy way to do this is to cut these into small pieces and then slice them in half without cutting all the way through. Spread that open and you can cut them into thin strips. Now, the main star of our dish, the eggs. We will be using 3 eggs, crack those into a ball, and an important point here is that we don't want to whisk it too much. Just give it a few stirs so the whites and the yolks aren't completely mixed. Now, we will start cooking. First, we want to fry our onions a little bit to give them more flavor. I've heated some grapeseed oil in a frying pan over a medium heat, and we'll add our onions until they start to brown a little bit. I'm going to add some salt while they're frying too, as this will help release some of the liquid from the onion while it cooks. Now the onions are translucent and starting to brown a little, we'll add them to our marinated chicken. We will start to heat that over a medium heat and put on a lid. Wait until the liquid begins to boil, and we'll let that cook for around 3 minutes. After that 3 minutes is done, we will add our sliced green onion and let that cook for an extra minute. Now for our final step, the family reunion. We're going to add our egg mixture, but not all at once. First, add about 2 large ladlefuls. Put the lid on and wait for around 20 seconds. This will give our oyakodon a nice fluffier texture. We will repeat this step until we run out of egg mixture. Turn off the heat and... I accidentally put in the wrong bowl, but just ignore that. Okay, oyakodon is done. I've been looking forward to this. いただきます。はい、ではいただきます。Usually, we use chicken thigh for oyakodon, but today I chose chicken breast because there is less fat and more healthier. But this is very light and full of protein. So maybe this is much healthier and good for building muscles. Eggs are so fluffy and Warishita, チキンの中に味がしっかり染み込んでいてとっても美味しいです。止まらない。I can stop eating it. I feel recharged. So today, I want to answer some more of your questions. Here's one. Would Bonito Flakes be a substitute for dashi powder? Of course. If you make dashi yourself, it's more tasty and much healthier for you. Today, I showed how to make Dashi Stock yourself, so please try at your home. Okay, so this question is from my tonkatsu video. That looked great. What is the sauce that you put over it? Okay, this one, I used this. This is tonkatsu sauce. We can buy anywhere and many kinds of tonkatsu sauce here in Japan. But if you cannot find in your country, you can make yourself. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of water and Worcestershire sauce. 2/3 tablespoon of soy sauce, ketchup, and sugar, and mix together. Please try at your home. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm always happy to see so many comments. Thank you very much. So, if there are any Japanese recipes that you want me to make, please leave the comment down below. And remember, after we eat the meal, we all say, ごちそうさまでした。